Okay, so here's a really good one that's coming through. A really important question to ask yourself. I want you to ask yourself, it's a serious question. Are you an energy hoarder? Have you ever even thought about that? Think about those two things. Okay, so think about energy, which is everything, and a hoarder. So somebody who like collects too much energy. I want you to ask yourself this question because Spirit had me really look into this. Like, I love the way that they it's like they run a little picture reel. It's like, okay, you've shown up for class. Here's the lesson today we're going to share with you. They play this little reel. So I'm clairvoyant, so I see, right? I see things, and that's how they show it to me. And so they kind of like gave it all to me. I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, they're showing me clearly there are two different, there's a million, but for this particular lesson, life lesson, there are two different types of energy beings. So there's energy A being who, when they have any kind of experience that is like less than ideal, whenever they have any strange experiences, whenever they experience ascension symptoms that are uncomfortable or kind of like rattle them a little bit, whenever they have any of these things happen to them, they have the experience in the moment. So as an example, let's say it's like an energy wave that comes through. Or let's say they like walk into a space or a place and all of a sudden they feel like they're going to throw up. You know, all my energy sensitives out there know this stuff. You guys experienced this before. So let's just say that they have a day like we've been having sometimes where we feel really ungrounded, where, you know, we feel dizzy or highly emotional, whatever it is, anything that's like, that doesn't feel great. Whenever they have these experiences, they have the experience and then they let the experience go. Sounds like the smart thing to do, right? Now, here is the energy being B. So the person B, and I'm going to admit right now I'm a person B in recovery now. Fully in recovery. So person B has the same kind of strange experiences. So has whatever ascension wave, crazy, scary, whatever comes through, same thing that comes through. And instead of letting it come through and leave, we put it into our energy bag. And I'm laughing because Spirit literally showed me my energy bag and it's massive. Like I could be Santa Claus. I have a big, massive energy bag. Oh my goodness. So in that energy bag is all of these moments, all of these experiences, like little snapshots, right? Like all the little stored in my energy bag. And I'm carrying this energy bag around with me wherever I go. And here's the crazy thing about it. If somebody said to me, oh, what's one of the strangest ascension symptoms that you've ever experienced? Or have you ever had a really scary moment with Spirit? Or have you ever felt a dark energy? Or like if I could probably go through and tell you in detail every single time something like that has happened. I could tell you where I was. I could tell you who I was with. I could tell you how it felt. I could tell you about it so well that it would feel like it had just happened. That's how close I'm keeping all of these energy glitches, blips, moments. I'm keeping them like so close that I can like just pull them out of the Rolodex and boom, there they are. It's not a good thing. It's not what we want to do, especially when we are ascending or going through ascension. Remember, rising up, rising out, letting things go. Yeah, there's no room for the big energy bag in ascending, in ascension. So I love the way, Creator gives this to us. They orchestrate, through spirit, through angels, through our guides. That is all orchestrated for us to receive everything at the right time in the right moment, so we get it, right? Because sometimes, we're given stuff, we're given insights and guidance, and it just goes over our head, right? We miss it. We don't get it. It's like the piece of the puzzle doesn't just quite fit, right? And so I love when we get these moments that it's like, okay, I'm going to start working on that. I definitely am going to be working on that. So a couple weeks ago, I was having a conversation with one of my children, and he had just woken up, and he came upstairs and he was saying, "Mom, I feel really weird. Like I'm feeling strange." And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, can you?" He's like, "I don't know. I feel really like strange." And so, somebody who's energy sensitive, I have numerous days like that. So I totally understand that. And it could have been a day where there was a lot of solar flares. It could have been, he picked up energy from somebody that he was online with. It could have been anything, right? And so, a few hours go by, and, he goes about his day. I go about my day. And then I ask him again. I say, I just, check in. So how are you feeling now? He's like, good. I'm like, oh, okay. So what about how you were feeling strange? How's that? And he kind of had like a moment like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh yeah, nope, I don't know. It's gone. And, and that was it. He had that moment, or moments, maybe it was a bit longer, that he was feeling it, but he didn't put it in his energy bag. He left it and let it go. And so it just dissipated. But over here, the energy hoarder, not only did I put my own stuff in there, but I put his stuff in my bag too. I know, it's a real problem. It's apparently a real addiction. But so I want you guys to just notice that, because I can clearly see this now. I can clearly see that in that moment that he was feeling that stuff, he was kind of like, this is strange. I don't like the way this feels. But then he also had enough, obviously very clean energetically, to be like, I don't need that. I let it go. It's gone. But those of us who are energy hoarders, we need to start to realize that we don't have to hang on to everything. We do not have to be like a dog with a bone. We do not have to be burying all of these bones into our energy bag. We can choose to let it go. And here's what Spirit gave me, because I know you're probably asking the same question. Well, how do I do this? Show me how to do this, please. What's the 10-step program for this, for energy hoarders? They said to me, it doesn't matter. That's good, right? So we can say to ourselves, when something like that is going on, when we're having whatever experience that we don't like, that's not great, which, on ascension, there's lots of it, we can choose to say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And poof, just like that, just as quickly as that energy came in, because that's all it is, it dissipates and it leaves and it goes somewhere else. It doesn't get stuck in our energy bag. So let me know how that works out for you. I'm going to be working on that. Again, I'm on the 10-step program for energy hoarders. Let me know if you want to sign up. I'm just going to go with it doesn't matter. And I might have to fake it a bit in the beginning, right? The fake it till you make it. Because my energy bag's pretty heavy, so. But I'm going to do that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me know how this works out for you too. Sending you guys huge blessings. I'll talk to you soon.